Hey there, Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto. We're looking here at a 2006 Toyota Alphard hybrid vehicle. This one here, 7-passenger minivan. This is as big as minivans get here in Japan. And the Alphard is fantastic. These are a lot smaller than the Sienna, which is the American version, kind of Toyota's big minivan. This is the Japanese version and much better suited for the Japanese market. It is a much more boxy design, also has in-your-face headlights and grille, and available with the hybrid back in 2006. And I think maybe 2004 or 2003 might have been the first year of the hybrids. These are super reliable, use a similar system to the Prius, but with a 2.4 liter engine instead of the 1.5 in the Prius. And this one, great condition. Really, really good condition, and I love the color. It's like a, not a metallic blue, it's a pearlescent blue. And you can't really see that much until you're in the sun, but it looks really nice. Really nice. I'm going to shut the engine off here so I can shoot the rest of the report. This is a post-purchase inspection report. This vehicle is going over to Canada. It already has an owner, so no, you can't buy this. But if you are interested, then we can find you one. These are pretty easy to find at auction and pretty common minivans. People love them. Okay, not much to say here. Just oil looked okay and the coolant looked okay. I didn't check the hybrid system coolant because I usually don't know enough about hybrids in order to do any of that. I also noticed in here for the alternator, here, it says you need to change your belt once a year or 100,000 kilometers. Imagine 100,000 kilometers in a year. That's a lot. Okay, gonna shut the hood here, and we'll take a look at the condition compared to the auction inspection sheet. Then this one's going off for the boat right away. Oh, I like these a lot. I drive a Japanese minivan, and this was high on the list of what minivan that we wanted. I ended up getting a Honda Elysian, which is a little bit cheaper and a little bit sportier and more, you know, I guess I don't really need to say it, but the roof is about 10 centimeters shorter, so it gives you less room inside, the Elysian does. But then this one is more spacious and feels a little bit higher quality, maybe a bit more premium than the Elysian. Okay, so 2006, and I'm just going to translate this by the way, 2006 Alphard Hybrid Vehicle G Edition, comes with a 2.4 liter engine plus hybrid. Now, the regular version of the Alphard comes with a 2.4 or a 3.5? I think a 3.5. And so this one comes with the same engine as the smaller version, plus extra power / fuel economy because of the hybrid. It's an auxiliary 4 with an interior B. This is 4-wheel drive, but uses an E 4-wheel drive system. So the hybrid vehicle runs 2 of your wheels, and the gasoline engine runs the other 2. So your rear 2 are hybrid, I believe, because usually these are front-wheel drive oriented layout. Okay, 137, 168 kilometers, but these hold their condition really well. And this one plus has seat covers, which will keep those seats in nice and tidy condition. And looks like the body doesn't really have any large areas of damage. It says on here like a AU2 and AU2. I really couldn't find anything that really would be considered AU2. Here's where it should be. It looks good. Now there is a touch of rust down there. I'll point that out in a second. And then the underside here, it says there's corrosion on the underside, and I didn't really see anything, but then again, I don't have a lift, so I can't really take a look at the underside. So I got some pictures of the underside. You can check to see what it looks like. It looks pretty clean from what I can tell, so maybe it's a very isolated incident. Anyway, this is original blue color. The sales points are dual side power sliding door, toll collection box, a flip down monitor for TV in the rear that's in the headliner, original optional Navi, reverse camera. The reverse camera's on this one. There's actually an optional front view camera too. See this little thing? Sometimes that thing has a couple of cameras in it to show your front corners, which I think is really cool. I played around with it for a little bit. It's not really that useful. Here in Japan it might be because parking spots are really tight and sometimes you have to really snake your way through. Outside of Japan, maybe not that practical or not useful, I guess. Anyways, where are we at? Oh, front side camera. It does have it. Front and side camera. That's weird. Okay, so we do have a camera down here. That one there's your side camera. And then this one, yeah, this one doesn't have it, but this is the steering wheel side. So that one helps you with that view. You have a mirror here, but I think they were wrong and the front camera's not here because it is supposed to be installed in this piece here. Oh, hold on. There is a camera in there. It just didn't look like there was. Okay, we're good. Front and side view cameras. Cool. All right, TV and Navi Kit. Aftermarket digital TV tuner so you can watch TV while you're driving, of course only in Japan, and AC 1500 watt plug-in, so you can plug in up to 1500 watts. There are 2 plugins, maybe 3 plugins in the car. I'll search for that third one, but I know there are 2 in the passenger area, so you can have something charging, use a laptop, that sort of thing. This type of van, this one and the Hi-Ace, are probably the 2 most popular vans to be driven around in, and so you'll see it on TV. Celebrities will have a chauffeur, and then the inside is very comfortable, so it'll fit the people inside it, and has cool little footrests for the passengers. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, what else we got here? The Notes leather looking seat covers. I'm not a big fan of these seat covers, but the nice thing about the seat covers, it means the inside seats will be kept in really good condition because of those seat covers, and then you can take them off if you want. It says in 2018 at 109,931 kilometers, the hybrid battery has been replaced at the Toyota dealer. Bonus. Okay, usually they last longer than that, but maybe it was unnecessary work. I haven't really heard about battery problems in any of the Toyota hybrid vehicles. Interior is dirty. Oh, this is the report from the auction inspector. Interior dirty, headliner is a little bit loose. Underside surface rust and corrosion. Wheels and door mirror scratched, various scratches and dents. And then paint cracks on the front bumper, paint peeling on the front grille, windshield rock chip, U3 on the roof. U3 is a big dent, but you have to be really tall to see up there, so it's nothing really that important. It says AU2 on both sides. You know, if there is, it's light. And the vehicle is so big, too, that damages kind of hide in the vehicle. I mean, big by Japanese standards. I'll take a once around here. I do want to mention that the front grille, bumper, and headlights look different on the hybrid version of it. You get this kind of, Gundam-looking headlight, only with the hybrid ones. And then hybrid will cost you a little bit more money than the regular version, maybe about an extra 20% or so. But it is really cool having the hybrid van. For the longest time, I used to think it was silly that Toyota made a hybrid Prius but never made a hybrid van. Seems like this type of vehicle is very well suited to be a hybrid because there's more space to put batteries and that sort of thing. You also make a lot more money, or Toyota makes a lot more money on a van than they do on a vehicle like a Prius. And so it gives you more margin in order to put that electric vehicle stuff in it. And then people who consume high mileage oftentimes do it in a minivan. Families that are driving around on road trips and stuff like that, oftentimes here in Japan have minivans. Not really the same outside of Japan. A lot of times the SUV will fit that market position for people in North America. But I really think that vans are a market segment that really needs more appreciation. That's why we drive a minivan that we term my Type R because it's a Honda and we put Type R wheels on it. But I do love a good van, especially the utility of the space and the fact that here in Japan, vans don't have so much of a soccer mom image to them. A lot of people will put on big body kits, larger brake kits, big wheels, that sort of thing on the minivans here. Okay, so front bumper cracks. They are isolated down here. You can see a chip here. There's a little bit of a scuff there. And then there are flex cracks in here if you look closely with a large scratch there. Okay, front grille peeling. Yes, this section here is faded. And if you look closely, the top kind of 2 to 3 centimeters has paint peeling on it. And in some areas, like over here, see that black mark? And sorry, the vehicle's so dusty right now. Vehicles come in, they get shot, they go out. They do get cleaned at the port before export just to make sure that they pass biosecurity in Canada. Going down the side here, it's looking pretty good. Man, this paint looks good in person. In person, you don't see so much of the mud as the camera is going to make it look like. Kind of annoying. Oh, and different tail lights for the hybrid as well. That rust. Okay. right here. Now, usually body rust doesn't count as underside corrosion, but a vehicle that has underside corrosion has a higher chance of having body rust. And this works backwards too. If there's body rust on it, there's a good chance there's underside corrosion. Here's a look at what the underside looks like. Let me just get past the sill. And so there's not much you can actually see of the underside. And so you really need a flashlight and a lift. Rear sonar there. The rear bumper is all good. No issues with that. Has a spoiler up there. No paint fade on the top of the spoiler, which is a common place for all vehicles to start to fade. Dual power sliding doors is cool. The rail is very well integrated into the body lines. Okay. The Alphard split into two vehicles later, the Alphard and the Velfire. Both of them are really, really nice. But they are expensive. Like, as brand new cars, you can drop like 6 million yen to 8 million yen on these. When it comes to, 15 to 20-year-old vehicles like this, you're more looking in the range of like 300 to 700,000 yen. Okay. So these seats, they go down like this to make kind of a flat platform. Not perfectly flat, but flat enough to sleep on if you really needed to. Then these ones will fold up to the sides and out of the way to give you more cargo space. These ones can also slide forward and back. You can see the rails that are down there. I think they are close to the full back position. There you can see about how much further you can go back if you wanted to. What's this? Oh, that's probably how you remove the underside spare tire or something like that. And full armrests in the back. Kind of interesting. All right. Close this up. Easy closer there. You can just hear that. The doors feel so good when you open and close them. So simple. Okay, careful of the door. Okay. So nice large door, easy to get in and out of. Huge pockets in the door to put some stuff if you want. Power window controls. Really nice looking with a soft fabric here and then a fake wood. It's just aesthetically pleasing. The inside of this one smells pretty heavily of like air freshener, but I don't think it's ever been smoked in. I think they just like the smell of air freshener. Here it says Alphard, and it has a really cool carpeting on top of the regular scuff plate. Actually, it's missing the back end of that snap. Oh, there's the back end of the snap. It's on there, so that would need to be glued back into place. Anyway, it says Alphard here, and then the floor mats say Alphard Hybrid, and so that everybody knows that you drive a hybrid and you are treating Mother Nature well. Here's what the seats look like, and as I said, not my style for seat covers. I don't like the bunchy look. It looks like the driver's side one can probably be installed a little bit tighter than that. Power seat for the driver only, which is a little bit weird, but all the functions work. Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. Like the steering wheel has some switches, some switch gear on it. I'll show you what the gauges look like. Pretty simple gauges. You don't get any like hybrid computer controls or things like that. It does tell you your fuel economy, which is nice. Okay, so we have sliding door buttons here. This one here is on off for the 100 volt electricity. One of your outlets is here. Excuse me. And another one is right here. And looking at the rear section here, you have two different headphone jacks, and then this one here for the monitor. That flips down from up here. And actually, I don't know how to flip it down. Now I do. That's how you flip it down. And that's what it looks like. It's the El Grande one where you have to press a button. Okay. This one has theater sound. See? Theater sound. So surround sound, I'm guessing, with extra speakers and one in the middle. Pretty cool. Maybe I'll put the key in so that we can see what that monitor system looks like. This is Japanese toll collection box. It tells you how much yen that you just spent on the highways. Highways here are really expensive. There's what the Navi screen looks like. MD, TV. What else do we got? That's radio. Okay, audio controls here. Looks like there's a touch screen, it looks like. I don't even know how to close that. Okay, volume controls here. Alright, has not been smoked in. We got a little place to put your stuff there. Sunroof, so you get two of them. One for the driver there, driver slash passenger, and one more large one in the rear there. Also big console here. Here's something that's important. You can't move inside the vehicle from the front to the back because there's no suitable pass-through. Elgrand and Elysian both have either you can walk through here without any impediment, or the Elgrand has a center console that you can move up here and back that actually has a seat belt on it so that you can have a third passenger in the front row, which is pretty weird for a modern vehicle. Okay, power sliding doors on both sides work, has been tested. It says Alphard down there, and again you get the carpeting on the step to get in. These seats I've moved into kind of a mid position, and I'm actually going to slide them a little bit back so I can show you the footrests in a second here. Your AC vents are up in the headliner there. You get your own controls there with your own temperature zone for the rear, so rear and front can have different temps. Okay, pretty clean, and has a flip down pass through here. So cup holders and whatnot. Pull the handle back here and it flips down. Still has the protective plastic on it. Kind of cool. And so to get into the rear, you go in here and then go through the center. You wouldn't get through that unless you're extremely skinny. And it doesn't have memory for these seats, so you kind of have to stick them into position and then adjust them. So these they go down and then you click them up to whatever position that you like, and has it on the inside and the outside. We'll go into the back here. These seats are a little on the small side. Of course, headroom isn't an issue. I've got, you can see me here, I've got full headroom there as a full-size adult. And with this seat in the almost full back position and this one in the mid position, I've got plenty of room to kick my siblings. And what do we got here? Speakers, storage box, 2 cup holders, and a little slot to put the seat belt. That's cool. On this side, similar, 2 cup holders and a larger slot, and then doesn't have a little tray. I'm not sure why you would want that little tray, but it is what it is. Clean and nice in here, looks good. Lots of visibility too. Windows all the way around. Makes it really easy to drive. Now let's look at those footrests, which admittedly are a little bit weird. I'll move this seat into the full back position. Gives you this much legroom. This seat cover is a little bit loose, but of course you can take that off if you want. The seats look like this pattern, just to show you what the fabric looks like. Now inside here, you grab here and pull it out, and then it uses the same rails, so you can click it into whichever place that you want to use it. And then you can just put your feet on there if you want, but the way it's designed is you flip this forward and that goes down, and you put your heels into this. Maybe that's a little bit far away from me. And then this one here, the rest of your leg, don't look at my ankles. The rest of your leg fits on that to make it feel more comfortable. I think it's cool. I don't think it's necessary. But it's cool to have cars with neat little things like that. I like how softly that goes back into place. And so you have one of those on both driver and passenger, and then when you move the seat, it moves along with the seat so that you're not leaving it somewhere. Okay, close up this door. Don't remember if I showed the trunk. Yes, I did. That means that we are done. So, Toyota Alphard Hybrid. There we have it. This one's super dusty. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.